It's 10 o'clock at night. Well, I'm real tired. You're not tired.
No.
I feel like you're always the Energizer Bunny, though.
Yeah, I eat a lot of sugar, so.
And then tomorrow we're going to Rotterdam, and we're gonna be team winners. Yay! Hey guys, my name is Shayla, and I make these videos every Wednesday. I've been traveling full-time since 2015, and this Wednesday I want to talk to you about my Euro trip. I went on a media trip with Thalys, which I learned is not Thalys, it's Talus, and even better, Thalys. I went to Amsterdam and I went to Rotterdam, but my grandma was half Dutch, so it all kind of felt very familiar to me, which was very strange. I've never experienced that before, but I liked it a lot. I want to tell you all the things that I did in Rotterdam. Rotterdam was amazing! And then I want to tell you 5 things that I wish that I had done in Amsterdam. First things first, I kept calling it Rotterdam. It's not called Rotterdam, it's called Rotterdam.
Welcome to Rotterdam.
Yay! Do it again with more enthusiasm.
Yes, okay. Welcome to Rotterdam.
Yes! So I was in Rotterdam in 2 different occasions. First time I was there, we were on a scavenger hunt. Tomorrow we're going to Rotterdam and we're gonna be team winners. Yay! We got divided up into 3 groups, going to 3 different cities, and then we're all gonna meet at Paris at the end of the night. Sid and I are headed to Rotterdam. So I am not a competitive person. I'm really not. We just missed points because we were walking too slow. So now we're gonna start running, right guys?
Yes, we are.
Yes! I had to first go to the Thalys lounge. We got like a gift and I thought it was a clue. So I'm just like ripping open this gift in front of the person that gave it to us. And she's just kind of looking like, what is she doing? And I'm like, a pen and a notebook and a water bottle. Is this a gift or a hint? They were like, a gift. I was like, so I just ripped open this in front of you, just, okay. Yeah. Then we moved on to the market, which is called Markthal, and it is this incredible market. It's just huge, and it's got 2 giant glass door window things on each side, and there's little markets on the inside. It's really, really cool. True or false? There's a pineapple painted in the market hall. So now we're looking up. I don't think so.
You see?
Oh yeah, it's right there. Okay. We need to organize food in the colors of the French flag. Right here, look! I was just sweating, and I was like, bros, we gotta take a break. I'm kind of being whiny and high maintenance, and I'm just sweating. So we stopped for smoothies. You said I was being high maintenance. And I'm not really usually high maintenance. Sid, are you sweating?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm fine.
He's also a liar. Okay, so the next scavenger hunt thing is we have to get 5 strangers to say,
Welcome to our world.
welcome to our world in their language. Just walked up to people, and I'm sure they thought we were selling something because we all had matching shirts. So I just pressed the button and how do you say it?
Willkommen zu unserem Welt.
Woo! I was 5 for 5 asking people to say that in their language. We're done with it, and so now we're off to Paris. We did great. Then we went back with the tour. Apparently here it's very typical to be a little bit cold and a little bit rainy. It's like my favorite kind of weather. It's not everyone's favorite kind of weather, but it's mine. We're gonna go on a boat tour to see some windmills. And the canal is a very popular thing, so you've got like water taxis. So you call a taxi and then this boat comes up and picks you up and brings you down the canal. But we took the water taxi to these giant windmills. Obviously the windmill's like this, right? Well, what if the wind's coming in this direction? They showed us how they can turn this thing around to catch the wind wherever it needs to be. And people live in these, they're like homes. We went in this one that was old, and we got to see like how they lived in it. Learn about what it was like here before. And so they have like these wooden shoes that these people were wearing. Oh my gosh, people wear wooden shoes still? And they're like, no, this is like walking back in time. Because they say that it keeps their feet dry when it's wet and then hot when it's cold outside and cold when it's hot outside. They're like, it takes only like 3 weeks for your feet to get used to it and then it's fine. I'm like, okay, great. We also, there's something called these cube houses, and apparently it's supposed to be the most efficient use of space. The walls are like this. So it's like, how can this be an efficient use of space? We went to Phoenix Food Factory and we did a blind food taste test. We all got blinded and people around us just think we're absolutely insane. They're like, why are these people all wearing Thalys face masks and tasting food and filming themselves on it? Because we all got our cameras set up to like film everything. Yeah, I recognize it too. Something in the cheese. That's what we have to guess. Rosemary. You have it sometimes in the garden. Lavender. Yeah. Goat cheese with lavender. Oh, I'm glad that I was blindfolded.
Hey Shayla, welcome to Amsterdam.
We did a canal cruise and it was awesome. We went through blue boats. They have these little earbuds that you can put in and learn a little bit about the city. I like sat inside and just like looked at all the things as they were talking about it. And apparently all of Amsterdam is supposed to be underwater, but some of the houses are like tilting because it's sinking. There's like little hooks at the top of all the buildings. That's how they like hoist the furniture into the houses. Number one thing that I'm glad that I did is asked a local for advice.
Experience. My name is Rakim. I'm from Dallas and welcome to Amsterdam.
Yes, that was perfect. 2 napkinfuls of recommendations. This is how I plan all of my trips. I don't ever plan my trips because I like to ask the bartenders and the servers and the people that live there what to do. The things that aren't so touristy, and those are the things that are gems. I'm also glad that we got a metro card to get around the city. So these metros come all the time. Some of the things that I wish I had done in Amsterdam, and no, it's not drugs. It's all like the other things that you don't think about in Amsterdam that I didn't even know about until I got there. So now that I've been, seen all the things, I want to share with you the things that you should do when you go. There is a swing at the top of this giant building called a dam, big capital A, apostrophe, big capital D-A-M. And it was only $20. You go up to the top. This is what I'm talking about. Would you do it? And if I had more time, I would have done it. But honestly, since I've bungee jumped, I'm kind of like, I just don't need to do anything anymore because I've done the most extreme thing that I could possibly do. Then I left and I was like, man, should have done it. Second thing is, I should have gone into a few of the museums like the Eye and Nemo. One is a film museum and the other one's a science museum. There is something called this Amsterdam City Pass where you get transportation into a bunch of the museums and attractions like the Eye and Nemo and the Canal Cruises. The third thing I wish that I had done is the Anne Frank house. I just think that would be super intense. Make sure that you sign up for that before you go there because it's a little bit crazy trying to get it. Fourth thing is eating pancakes. Everyone told me there's no like typical Dutch food. I don't know. There's like meat and potatoes, like boiled potatoes, and that's it. But apparently there's this pancake thing where you have sweet, but you also have savory. Wish that I had found those. We looked for one and the line was out the door. So we decided just for your regular food. I would have loved to stay on a boathouse on the water on the canal. Cute little Airbnbs that you can stay in that are on the water. I'm sure they're not cheap. I mean, it looked like a really cool experience because you're right in the city. You just hop out of your house that's on the canal and then you go into the city. Something about Amsterdam is that crossing the street is terrifying. This is the bike path. This is the walking path. I gotta watch out for all the things. You've got bikes going by. Oh, and bikes have the right of way no matter what. And they have their own roads and stuff. The red roads, write that down because that's important. The red roads are bike roads and they hate tourists, and I would too because we're just walking around like we have no idea what we're doing and they're trying to bike through. Then you have to watch out for the cars. Then you have to watch out for the trams. Then you have to watch out for all the other pedestrians that are walking around. So it's a lot. So you gotta be on all the time. So if you just got a bike, be on that red line and be like, these stupid tourists, you have the right of way. Seems like the right thing to me. And there's also the red light district. I walked down it just to see it and it was interesting. I did it on a Saturday morning. People weren't like up and about yet. Maybe that's a good time to get a mild taste of the red light district. Amsterdam and Rotterdam are both really modern. They're kind of like a hipster coffee brewery vibe, which I loved. Rotterdam especially because it's kind of a student area. Definitely want to go back to the Netherlands. Thalys is the high-speed train company that brought me to Europe on a media trip, and they have a high-speed train that'll take you from Amsterdam to Paris, less than 3.5 hours, and if you plan ahead of time, less than $50, or go to Rotterdam on a day trip. On Thalys, I think it's like a 20-something ride, and that could be an easy day trip. You go into Rotterdam, do a bunch of stuff, and then go back to Amsterdam. I would highly recommend it. I loved both of the cities, and I cannot wait to go back. If you guys have been to Amsterdam, I'd love to hear the things that you did because I think that Seth and I will be going back in 2019, and I want to do all the things. And if you are wanting to go, ask a question. I'll answer it. Someone else who's been can answer it. I hope that this was helpful if you're going to Amsterdam to know some of the things that I wish that I had done, and then also some of the things that I had done that I would highly recommend. If you guys like this video, please like it. If you know anyone going to Amsterdam or Europe, please share this video, and I will see you guys all next week. Mwah! Bye! Let's say hey. What? It doesn't even... Stop! What are you doing?
Just getting some behind the scenes action.